Okay, welcome back. Remember we were doing the bouquet in the last video? All right, so remember that I put it up there. I wrapped the rest of the tulle around here to conceal the open spaces. All right, so this is one, and then I put a bow. So then I will put another bow here. So I already cut a piece in the last video, and I'm waiting on the glue to get hot, and then you can add rhinestones, you can add fillers, ferns, I can like these ferns here. Once again, happy Easter, whatever you're celebrating. You can add these ferns, but I don't want to add them. No. All right, you can put it in and all around. So I just want to add this, and then I got some of these I bought. There's something like rhinestones, you know, like sequins, silver. Put them in. All right, let me just get this. I'll put it at this side here. At this side. What's wrong with you, kitty? I'm gonna make them the same length. Let's see if this is ready. No, it's not. Yeah, so I was talking about beliefs, and whatever you believe in, that's fine. Because I can't make you believe what you don't want to believe, and you can't make me. I don't want people pushing me around and telling me I shouldn't say this and I should believe in this. You know, I'm going to stick to what I was born in. Yes, I mean, it's not everything uh they did or were doing is, you know, perfect, because ain't no religion got no perfection, and everybody believes that their religion is the best, right? Because they can say a lot of things about the rabbi, the house of Israel, and then you can feed a lot of things in the other religions, the Pentecostal or whatever. But I'm saying whatever I'm gonna stick to, because, you know, there's always gonna be something in some religion. People don't like them because of this. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna stick to. It's not everything that I agree with that they did or doing, but I'm saying that, you know, for me, I think that's for me. Yeah. Because if you say that Rabbi did this and Rabbi did that, look at your own pastor and look at your own, whatever you believe in. And don't judge other people's thing. Let people believe what they want. Everybody has a free choice. Don't bash people for whatever. Because sometimes you'll be doing stuff and then your eyes open up to like, hey. So yeah, I don't really want to talk about religion because it's a sensitive topic and whatever you believe in for you. But all I'm saying is, if I post something up about my belief, I don't want people come asking me and beat it by face and come out of my comments. Just let it be, okay? I'm saying certain things that I read in this book. Like I said, I believe in the creator. But certain things that I read, I can't understand. Like, it don't make sense. And, you know. All right, back to this. Let me don't lose focus. Because that's a whole topic. And a lot of people going to come. All right, so I put this other piece here. I hope you're understanding what I'm doing. And I'm not working too fast. Or talking too much. Yeah, I love to talk. I love to talk, and I'm glad that my father used to allow me to talk. Because if I wasn't a talkative person, You know, a lot of things I would have been keeping in. When I was around with my mother, she never allowed me to talk. I couldn't talk. I too rude. I do this. And I had to shut up and be quiet. And when I was around my father, I would be myself. You know, I'm not saying he's the best, but at the time he was like how I was seeing it. But when I got, you know, older, I realized, you know, there's certain things he could have done better. He could have been a better provider, you know, because if he was providing, I don't think my mom would have left, you know, to go find better. But then you can't leave your kids. You got to think about the kids. You know, you leave and shit messes the kids up. You know, because the body ain't have time either. So whatever. So I'm going to just bow this up. And, you know, you can't treat your kids like they're puppies. You make them and you don't got no time. I put another bow at the back. But before I do that, I want to wrap the handle. Some people will wrap it in satin, the bridal satin, but I usually put 2. I'm gonna cut a piece, like you just average like a half or a quarter yard. I don't even think this is a half, probably a quarter. And I'm gonna double it, double up, and I'm gonna just start here. I could start at the top. I could even put it on here if I want and just wrap it around. But I'll start at the... Remember, this is my simple way. I learned it a different way. And like I said, I just figured it out, you know. And it worked for me. This is easier. The styrofoam is easy too, but when you use the styrofoam, especially like if you use the white styrofoam, you gotta conceal the white. And to me, for me, yeah, I'm saying some people might find that easier, but for me, it takes too much time. And you know, why not use simpler things? So I'm gonna wrap this and I try to make it as flat, as smooth, and even. And then when I'm finished, I can bow it too. I'm gonna go all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. And then another thing I want to talk about, you know, like mental illness it's a real thing. It's a scary topic. Nobody wants to discuss. Everybody wants to shy away from it. But there's a lot of different, see, there's a lot of different types, kinds, or forms of mental illnesses. And see, make sure that everything is tucked in. I don't want a big bow. I want it to hang too, like so. I don't know why this one is trying to be so difficult. So the reason why I'm doing this is because any side can be the front. If you want to put this as your front, you have a bow here. If you want to put the smaller bow as the front, we have a bow here. But I'm gonna just tidy this up. I mean, knit up. Yeah, so you know what? You're trying to give me a hard time today, you know. Okay, let's take this back out. Flatten this, flatten it. Yeah, so I want to say that there's a mental illness called schizophrenia. You know, it's basically like, to define it, it's like when you hear voices in your head. You know, there's a lot of people that hear voices and they hear stuff. It could be like you hear it in your head, like a thought, or you hear it in your, like, out of your head, like if somebody's in the room talking to you. You know, a lot of people, they hear stuff, they gotta, you know, some people can't sleep at nights. You know, a lot of people hear stuff to hurt themselves, do stuff, hurt other people. And a lot of people get those type of feelings. And that's what I'm saying. Like in mental illness, when you hear somebody's mentally ill, you don't laugh because sometimes you yourself might be mentally ill. Like I was watching this video and this girl was saying, oh, the devil, she was like standing over a balcony and she was saying, oh, the devil telling her to throw her phone down. You know, and a lot of things that we people hear, they think it's like the devil because that's what we've been taught. Like, is the devil telling you to do this? You know, and like a lot of times if you see a therapist and you tell them, oh, God talking to me or the devil talking to me, they would view it differently in different cultures, you know. Some places you are at, they're gonna say, oh yeah, it's the devil. But some other places they're gonna tell you in other cultures right away, you need a lot of help. Like, you know, I know some people that would say that they're hearing voices to do different stuff, and you know, it's just to make you guys aware that, like, if you experience stuff like that, you know, you let the authorities know or let somebody know. It's not a normal thing, you know. Or if you're always thinking about something sad and negative, like to somebody something, you should let somebody know, you know. And it's not normal. It's not normal if you're feeling to hurt somebody or hurt yourself. It's not a normal thing. You hear people talking to you, you know. So that's my take for today. Seek help, get some help. It's not normal. And if you go in other cultures to live and you're telling people that, oh, you're hearing God talking to you and whatever, I'm not saying I don't believe, like I said, I believe in God, but I'm just telling you that they're gonna look at you differently, like if you're really mentally ill. So what goes from one culture doesn't go for all the cultures. So, you know, as you travel, you get to see and experience differences in everything, you know. All right. I don't know what's going on with this bowl, but for me, I like my stuff perfect. I'm going to have to fix this up. So this is just to give you an idea, right? So now I'm going to I got to fix this bowl up because I don't know what the hell's going on with her. She just like she ain't in the mood, the bowing today. So this is my ivory bouquet. I'm giving you ID, and I'm gonna put my sequins and You know they have this the pins, right? You take it and you stick it in between the flowers. I have some, but they're too thin. They're too small, and I don't like it. I wanted them bigger, like to give it a nice kick show. So some people will put them here on the leaves. Some people will put it in the middle of the rose. And here we go. Some of the rhinestones, some of them are sticky, like the fake ones. And this is my simple way. Yes, I would order the rhinestones in the back, but like I said, I didn't. It's so, I don't like it. It's like hardly even a show. I don't know if they sent me the wrong thing. And I don't really like returning stuff, you know. Like I would find somebody else. Like if I buy clothing and they're like, they can't fit me, instead of returning it, I would give somebody else it. So I don't really, I guess, I guess I'm not accustomed to that. Return it, get your money, you know, whatever works for everybody. Are you liking it? Yeah, and another thing about schizophrenic, you know, like people see stuff, they see ghosts and things like that. It's a form of mental illness. That's how they classify it. You know, they call it hallucination too, you know. And you see things, you gotta let somebody know, let a doctor know, like, you know, it's not normal. Well, according to some cultures, some developed cultures, it's not normal. I'm just trying to see if I could help somebody out today, like, you know, seek help and help you get. Even if you're always anxious like me, I'm anxious, nervous to go to the doctor, you know, like if you don't deal with stuff in your life, like going to the doctor one day, I told the doctor, like, I'm always nervous coming to the doctor. I'm scared my blood pressure would elevate and all kind of stupidness. And he said, you know, I should check out behavioral health. And as sure as I did, they diagnosed me like I was depressed, this and that, you know. And depression is a form of mental illness. That's how they classify it, you know. So you sit and you laugh people sit and they laugh people naked running on the road and you don't know years of stress. Like if you've been sexually abused and you went through a lot of trauma, it after, when you don't treat it, after a while it shows up differently in your body. Mine shows up through my anxiety. I would literally, I can't be in buildings. I would literally be in a building and I can't breathe. I would start shaking, panic attack, no matter what they say. You know, they try telling me that, oh, you have to reverse your brain. Reverse your brain in thinking that you're in a building and you're safe. You got to distract yourself. That's why it's important to have that conversation and closeness with your kids at a younger age. So when you find out stuff that happened to them, you tackle it early so it gets looked after. But after all those years, now I'm in my 40s, and now they're gonna come telling me I have to I gotta untrain my brain to think differently. It's not an easy thing. I'm telling you, I literally be in buildings and I can't breathe. And now you're telling me I have to do it. It's hard. Trust me, it's hard. It's like you feel they don't care about you. It's a tough thing, you know. How can you untrain your brain at in your mid 40s? I don't know, but it's worth a try. So it's not no magical thing. It's not no magical quick fix. You know, it's so much trauma and stress that I've been through, and others too. You know, just seek help. Get help. There is help. You know, don't laugh at people because you might be going through something too. At least I'm glad and I'm brave enough to talk and speak out. I don't care who laugh and says thing about me. I don't bother me. You see people committing suicide. A lot of people in all around the world committing suicide is because something they're going through and they can't talk about it. You know, a lot of people you pass on the streets are mentally ill. They are. Not because you see somebody walking and they're not running on the street naked and you're going to assume that person is okay. A lot of people battling a lot of things in their head, and you know, they're in a place that they can't talk about it. Since you're trying to talk and say, oh, I'm not feeling this today, people try to tell you, oh man, suck it up, you're okay, you're gonna be fine, come on. We in this culture, we don't get sick like that. We don't encourage that. And the poor person needs help, they're crying out, but nobody cares, right? Because they gotta tough it up, right? And that's why you see them on the news, you see people committing suicide and all of that, because what? There is no help. They can't talk to you, they can't tell you anything, because you just assume they're pretending, oh, they're tough, you're gonna be okay. No, it doesn't work like that. People need help. There's a lot of people, find out from your family members, you see them sad, you see them withdrawn. What's going on? Like, all right, so I will finish this off, and then I gotta make, so I'm gonna put these on. I gotta make a dash on the road, and I'll show you the final thing. So for this, to put this on this tool, some people use a tweezer. You can use a tweezer with some epoxy paste. It's like a little, like a glue. You know, the crazy glue. You take it and you put it on the sequin, because some are very tiny. I like these two. And then you take a tweezer and you pick it and put it on. Because sometimes with the glue, when you put it on, the glue goes all over. Goes all over. See? Sometimes it goes all over. Then when you try to pull the glue off, it it tears the fabric. All right, so I'll just finish this off, and then I'll show you in another video the final product and when I'm starting the other one. I already made a video on the starting of this. I just have to upload it. So thank you. Enjoy the rest of your Easter. And remember, help someone if you see a family member withdrawn and unhappy. Just try to reach out to that person, find out what's going on. Don't just assume that because of whatever that they're fine and they're supposed to be fine. You know, people have a lot of different things that have been bothering them from kids coming up, and they never got help for it. All right. So have a great day, everybody. Enjoy your Easter dinner with your family. Kite flying tomorrow in Guyana. And then we'll talk. I have another topic for you tomorrow. And I know all right, bye.